Welcome into the Greater Texas Ford Dealers inaugural Female Athlete of the Month. From Texarkana to El Paso, the Panhandle to San Angelo, the Permian Basin to East Texas, Waco, Wichita Falls to Lubbock, and many points in between. We celebrate the remarkable achievements of female high school athletes based on performances on and off the field and courts. From Class 6A to private schools, it's the Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month. Joining me now from Eastwood High School in El Paso and the Mighty Troopers, the one and only Amaya Williams. She's the Class 6A Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month. Well, a big congratulations, Amaya. What did you think when you heard you won this prestigious honor?
I was kind of shocked at first because it's like at a 6A and stuff, but I'm blessed to be able to receive this award and everything. And I just want to like give thanks to all my teammates and my coaches and stuff that have helped me along the way to be able to win this.
You know, I look at you and there's nobody that represents this award better. You do it in the classroom, you do it on the court, you're a leader out there, you get the best out of your teammates. Where does that fire come from to help others be the best that they can be?
Well, I come from like a family we're a big family and they're always supportive and stuff. So I think that like me being able to, since I was senior this year, have that leadership and stuff with my teammates and stuff and showing them like we can do this and stuff and we can make a big run off in the playoffs. It just like goes to show like this is just like the establishment, yes, and then we can continue to go forward.
You have such amazing tenacity on the court and determination to be the best that you can be. I hear the stories that you wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning to work out. What are you, crazy?
No. Yeah, I do. I get up pretty early to train stuff with my personal trainer just because like I'm going off to college now. The speed of the game, this like just the physicality and stuff is different. So I just want to be able to when I go to fit in and not be under like don't get under outworked, I guess.
So when you wake up that early, are there ever those mornings where you're like, oh my goodness, I cannot get up?
Yeah.
What is the drive to do that?
Just being self-motivated and self-disciplined to know like this is gonna pay off at the end and stuff. So yeah.
Well, I know in your basketball team, you guys were very impressive. You go 3 rounds in the playoffs. Talk a little bit about the team. I know you're the big leader that led the way there to get that deep into the playoffs in a very difficult region in Class 6A. How did you pull that off?
Well, I couldn't do it without my teammates. We all wake up early to go to practice and stuff. We all get there, work hard and stuff, and just like giving them the motivation that they need, and then they're motivating me back to be able to do better and get better every single day. And we're just all there for each other.
Well, you were amazing on the basketball court. You averaged basically a double-double all season, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals. You hit the 1,000 career points mark, which is very impressive and a great place to be. What are you most proud of in your basketball career?
I'm most proud of just being able to have the teammates that I had along the way. They all have helped me get to where I'm at now and stuff. And all my coaches that I had, I want to thank them for everything they have done for me because I wouldn't be here without them.
I think about you, and the part I love about your game, you're 5'6", 5'7", maybe 5'9" with hair. But you know, when you're out on the basketball court, it doesn't matter where you play. It's almost like positionless basketball. You started off as a guard, you moved over to a forward, and then you ended up in the post as an undersized post player, but you still dominated. How were you able to pull that off?
Well, I can I like to think like I'm very versatile. So wherever my coach needs me to play, whatever position, I'm going to fill that and I'm going to do the best that I can to learn the position and just to learn what it takes to succeed in that position. I feel like as a basketball player, we all should be able to play all 5 spots on the floor. So just being able to learn each position and know what works and what doesn't.
Well, your coach, Irene Falk, she nominated you for this coveted award. Talk a little bit about her and what she's meant to you, because I know you got to be careful. Sometimes there's like some flying clipboards and stuff coming around when she's out there.
Yeah, Coach Falk is amazing. I had her all 4 years of my high school career. She came in when I came in as a freshman, so being able to grow with her and achieve things with her, it's been amazing. She's an amazing coach. She won Coach of the Year this year, and she deserves every last like penny, anything that she can get. Like she works amazing. She not only wants to see us like succeed on the court, but and as a woman too, like she wants us to be able to leave her program successful, and she wants to send all her players off to college. So yeah, she's an amazing coach.
Well, I know that she's done big things out there, and great for you to play for her all 4 years. I know she's very proud of you. We hear those stories, though, where she'll give you tasks and you'll go home and you'll start doing X's and O's in chalk in your garage and on the sidewalk. Number one, what do the neighbors think about all that? And why do you take it to such a high level there?
Um, I just, I guess, just like wanting to be able to succeed and to not disappoint and stuff, and being able to perform when you're needed to perform. So, yeah,
So, are you looking forward to possibly playing basketball on the next level? Is that the goal?
yes.
How's that whole process going? I know recruiting can be interesting, but you're one of those players that gets a lot of eyes on her despite being out there in El Paso, where sometimes it gets a little lost with all the major metroplexes like the Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio areas.
Yeah. Well, I would say just like coming out of El Paso, it's always going to be hard. We're always underrated and stuff, and not even just basketball in any sports. But my recruiting process, it's been great. There's have been many coaches that have reached out to me, wanting me to come play for them and stuff. And as of right now, I'm still undecided where I want to go, but it's a journey.
No doubt about that. We wish you the best of luck in that. I know you're going to have some good
Yeah.
decisions to make there. Well, you come from a family with 5 siblings. You talked about the big family. You got 4 brothers and an older sister, Asha, who happens to be your biggest fan, even bigger than the fan that you have behind you right now. Talk about that family dynamic and what's it like around the house, because I sense that it's just nonstop competition for you guys.
Yeah, I well, with me and my sister, we always been competitive in any and everything we do. We did everything growing up together and stuff. So it's like I'm the little sister, so I always wanted to be better than her because I always just been like Asha's sister. So like at any chance I can get that I can beat her, like we're going at it all the time and stuff. And it's amazing having her as like my biggest fan. She's there at every one of my games that I go to. She's great.
So what's the lifetime series between the two of you? Are you evening everything up a little bit there?
Yeah, well, I would like to think that I have one step ahead of her now, but she's right there. It's hard. She makes everything very competitive too. She doesn't let me slack on anything that I'm doing and stuff. She's always pushing me to be better and stuff. So, yeah.
And I know she's great at everything too, which doesn't make it very easy to compete against her. We hear how you always wanted to be like her, and you wanted to play with her and the bigger girls, and you would push yourself even though you were the little kid to play with them, right?
Yes.
Talk about
Yeah.
that dynamic and how you thought you could compete with those girls.
Well, it's just like I was always the younger one out of my group of friends and anything. And it's like just seeing them compete at a high level. Like I always wanted to be right there with them and stuff. And like I would work and work and work until I can get there with them because I want to be where they're at. I don't want to just settle for less. So,
And I know you like to support your siblings, namely Noah, your younger brother. You're out there pushing him to be the best he can be, telling him what to do to be great. Do you enjoy watching others have success? Because it really seems like you enjoy pushing everybody.
yeah, I think when I just want everyone to be successful and everything. Like we live in a world of like hate most of the time. And I just want everyone to be winners around all, not even just on the basketball floor, like in school, outside of school, just everyone. I feel like everyone should be successful in any and everything that they choose to do.
Well, your mom is no doubt a Wonder Woman, raising 6 kids and being there for all you guys. What has she meant to you when you think about all the sacrifices that she's made for you guys to have a great life and get you to all these games and practices?
Yeah, my mom, she's 101. She's a single mother of five, of six, and she does it all. She goes to work for us. She late nights, early mornings. She never misses one of our games, one of our track meets. So like, she does it all. Honestly, she's one woman.
She told me a great story about you when you were 8 years old, and you were the little girl, and you were trying to jump over a long jump and get into the pit. But you were supposed to be jumping from the baby board, but you didn't want to. You wanted to go all the way back to the back stripe, and you sat there for 3 hours late at night before you had to meet the next day, which was just hours away, and you kept jumping, and your knees got scraped on the cement. Talk about that determination to finally get to the dirt and not hurt yourself.
Good job, baby.
Well, yeah, I saw like my friends and my sister jumping from the older girls board, and like I just wanted to be like where they were and stuff, and like I just didn't want to like um quit and when I started, I guess. And I just wanted to start jumping from the big girls because that one day I'm have to jump further from that board, and just like knowing I can just start now, and like I was just determined to be able to jump from that board. So yeah.
And then to compete in a track meet just hours later, I would have thought you would have gotten tired, doing all that, because you actually did make it to the dirt after the 3 hours of trying, and then you turned around and had a track meet later that day.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy, but I don't know. I'm just very determined, and I was motivated to be able to get into the dirt and just like go home and tell my sister like, "Hey, I can jump from the big girls pit too." Like, so
How much
yeah.
has track and field helped your basketball?
Oh, it's tremendously. Like, I feel like since track and field and basketball, they're two completely different sports, but like it has helped like my endurance and everything, my speed. It goes onto the court and stuff. So just being able to like run the floor for all 40 minutes of the game and stuff, it has helped a lot.
Well, I know you really star in the classroom as well with the 4.0 GPA, and you've overcome being dyslexic. Talk about that battle and how you have been so good in the classroom, amongst the top at your school, which is a great academic school, by the way. I know academics at Eastwood is a lot more important than athletics.
Yes. Eastwood is a very high academic school. We have a principal that prides on us succeeding in the classroom and stuff, and she wants all her seniors to graduate. But yeah, I feel like I'm a student athlete. I have to be able to pass my classes so I can even play. So like taking that pride into my schoolwork and stuff and being able to give it my all in my schoolwork, I feel like that gives me motivation to be able to play on the court. So I think that in anything that I'm doing, like I'm just a student first before I'm an athlete.
How about being in that community in Eastwood? Because, being a trooper and that trooper clap is pretty much in your blood. You've been doing it since you were like 2 or 3 years old, and that's how it goes in your family. How has that community shaped your family?
It's amazing. Eastwood's a very prideful school. No matter like if we're losing or winning, like our student sections are crazy. They're always like we all support one another. All the student athletes support other student athletes. So it's amazing. I have been doing it for a while now, but I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly. I think they take good pride in like the teachers are they're pushing us to be able to for us to succeed in our work and stuff, and they want to see us walk the stage one day. So yeah.
Well, you have a lot of celebrity in your family and a lot of great athletes. And one that really comes to mind is your grandfather, Robert Ducky Elliott, one of the greatest rushers of all time at UTEP, of course, played for the Kansas City Chiefs as well. What do you know about his prowess, and what do you think it is about your family that there are so many athletes?
Well, I think my grandpa, he left like establishment for us. So with him being able to play at UTEP, set records and stuff, and then go into the league, like it was amazing. So it's like we can't settle for less or anything. Like he wants to see us up there at the big stage one day and succeed and stuff. And I think just like if we keep our head straight, we're gonna get there.
Well, speaking of greatness, I know you're a big Steph Curry fan, and you had a trip to Dallas to see the Golden State Warriors against the Mavericks. The Warriors win the game. You're there, and you actually kind of came face to face with Steph Curry and got a towel from him. He made a little eye contact with you. Tell me about that moment and what that meant to you.
That was probably the best moment of my life. It was amazing. I was there with my sister and my mom, and like I told my sister, "Hey, let's just go down there. Like, let's just go." So we just rushed down there, and he just threw me his towel and looked at me, and I was excited. I was very geeked.
So what do you do with the towel? Do you put it in a frame? Do you sniff it? I mean, what do you do? What do you do with that thing?
I have it in my room on my bed. It's just there.
That is absolutely beautiful. Well, I know you're a beast on the basketball court, but a lot of people say that you're a very shy girl. And in fact, your great grandmother, she nicknamed you Peaches because often you'll smile and you get the red face. I see. I did a lot of research on you. How do you become that animal on the basketball court when you're such a shy girl?
I feel like, well, if I'm shy on the basketball court, I feel like nothing's gonna be able to work out. We're not gonna be able to win games and stuff. So just like blocking out the crowd and everything, and just knowing like I'm just here with my team and we're just trying to beat somebody else. Like I just have that mindset, I guess, and just wanting to succeed.
That is beautiful. I know you and your mom, you always sit down and you talk about goals and looking at all of your achievements and what you've been able to get to. I know you have so much more to do in college. What are those next goals that you and your mom have discussed?
Um, well, as of right now, just being able to graduate first and then picking a college that's right for me and stuff, and being able to go off to college and succeed in college and do bigger and better things there.
Well, Amaya, so fun to chat with you and celebrate your greatness. Thanks so much for doing this, and congratulations on being the Class 6A Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month.
Thank you.
Your Greater Texas Ford Dealers is so proud to recognize the hard work, dedication, perseverance, and passion of so many Texas high school female athletes who inspire us all. Here's this month's winners. And don't forget, you can see their interviews at Greater TX Ford for Greater Texas Ford Dealers. From Class 1A to 6A, plus private schools, we celebrate them all. Thanks so much for watching the Greater Texas Ford Dealers inaugural Female Athlete of the Month. See you next time.